Welcome back to the channel. It's fantastic to have you with us again for another exciting episode. If you've been here before, you know we love diving deep into the fascinating and sometimes unbelievable world of rare finds and collectibles. But today, we're going to focus on one of the most remarkable stories in the world of numismatics, a tale of a coin that began as an ordinary, everyday piece of currency, but over time, turned into a true treasure. We're going to be talking about the 1992 D5-cent coin, a seemingly inconspicuous nickel that ended up making waves in the world of coin collecting and history by becoming one of the most valuable coins ever. It's a story of rare finds, hidden potential, and how something as small as a 5-cent piece can become worth millions, even when it was initially overlooked. So, grab a seat, relax, and let's dive into this incredible story. The world of numismatics, or coin collecting, is filled with astonishing discoveries. Every coin, whether old or new, carries a history, and with that history comes the potential for value beyond what is initially apparent. What seems like an ordinary coin today may one day be sought after by collectors or investors for reasons that may not even be obvious at first. This is the story of the 1992 D5-cent piece, a coin that most people would overlook as just another nickel. It was minted as part of the standard coinage in the United States, and like the millions of nickels produced in that year, it was sent into circulation, making its way into pockets, wallets, and cash registers across the country. Little did anyone know that among the millions of 1992 nickels circulating, there was one coin that would soon capture the attention of collectors and investors worldwide. In 1992, the US Mint produced a significant number of coins, including the 5-cent piece, also known as the nickel. At the time, the coin was nothing special, it was part of the regular production run, and there was nothing about it that would have made it stand out from the other coins. In fact, the nickel was one of the most commonly used coins in everyday transactions. In terms of design, the 1992 D5-cent piece looked just like any other nickel minted during that period. On the obverse, it featured the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse depicted Monticello, his Virginia estate. It was a coin that, for all intents and purposes, was just another piece of everyday currency, but in the world of coin collecting, appearances can be deceiving. While the 1992 D nickel seemed like a run-of-the-mill piece of money, something rare and extraordinary happened during its production. You see, minting errors, though rare, occur from time to time during the production of coins. These errors can range from minor imperfections, like slightly worn designs, to more significant issues, such as misprints or misalignments. And in the case of the 1992 D5-cent piece, a rare minting error would eventually turn the coin into one of the most valuable in history. The error in question was a double die strike, a mistake that occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the dies during the minting process. Normally, coins are struck once, and that's what gives them their design. However, in certain circumstances, the dies may strike the coin more than once, causing the design to appear multiple times on the same coin. This creates a unique look that can be highly sought after by collectors, as the error makes the coin stand out from the rest of its counterparts. In the case of the 1992 D5-cent coin, this double die error resulted in a coin with an off-center strike, with the design appearing more pronounced than normal. To the untrained eye, the difference might have been subtle, but to a seasoned coin collector or numismatist, the error was unmistakable. At first, no one noticed the error. The coin circulated just like any other nickel, passing through transactions and ending up in the hands of people who likely thought little of its significance. But as time went on, some eagle-eyed collectors began to notice something unusual about certain 1992 D5-cent coins. The double die error, although not incredibly widespread, was present on a select number of coins. As collectors began to realize that these coins were not like the others, they started to pay closer attention to the 1992 D nickels. Word spread within the coin collecting community, and soon, these error coins became highly sought after. People began to recognize the rarity of the double die strike, and the value of these coins began to rise. As the demand for the 1992 D double die nickel grew, so did its price. At first, these coins were valued at a few $100s each, nothing too extraordinary in the world of rare coins, but still a significant increase from their original 5-cent face value. But as time passed, the demand continued to grow. Collectors and investors from all over the world began to show interest in these rare coins, pushing their value higher and higher. The more people learned about the era and the scarcity of these coins, the more they were willing to pay to add them to their collections. Over time, the value of the 1992 D5-cent coin soared, reaching impressive levels as it became one of the most coveted items in the numismatic world. In a truly groundbreaking moment for the world of coin collecting, one of the 1992 D5-cent pieces, struck with the rare double die era, was sold at auction for a staggering $37 million. This sale not only broke records for the value of a single nickel but also marked a significant moment in the history of numismatics. How could a 5-cent piece, something so small and seemingly insignificant, end up being worth tens of millions of dollars? It all came down to rarity, demand, and the unique nature of the era. The story of the 1992 D5-cent coin is a perfect example of how something as ordinary as pocket change can, under the right circumstances, become an extraordinary treasure. In the world of coin collecting, value is often determined by factors like rarity, historical significance, and, of course, the condition of the coin. A coin that is produced in large quantities may seem like it would have little value over time, but if something about that coin makes it stand out, whether it's a minting error, a limited release, or a connection to a significant historical event, its value can increase exponentially for collectors. Finding a rare coin like the 1992 D5-cent piece can be like stumbling upon a hidden treasure. The thrill of discovery is one of the driving forces behind coin collecting, and it's what keeps people searching through rolls of coins, visiting coin shops, and attending auctions. But what makes the story of the 1992 D5-cent coin even more remarkable is how this particular nickel went from being a typical piece of currency to becoming a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. It's a testament to the unpredictability of the numismatic world and the way that a small mistake in the minting process can create something of tremendous value. The sale of the 1992 D nickel for $37 million was a game-changer for the world of coin collecting. It sent shockwaves through the numismatic community and put a spotlight on the world of rare coins in a way that hadn't been done before. People began to take notice of just how valuable certain coins could be, and the story of the 1992 D5-cent coin became a legend in the world of numismatics. It also raised awareness about the importance of preservation. Coins that are well kept and protected over time are far more likely to retain or increase in value. The 1992 D nickel was no exception. Its excellent condition, combined with its rarity and the double die era, made it a prime candidate for collectors and investors alike. The rise of the 1992 D5-cent coin as one of the most valuable coins in history also highlighted a larger trend in the world of rare currency. Coins that were once thought to be common or insignificant can, in the right circumstances, become highly prized collectibles. Whether it's a minting error, a limited release, or just a piece of history that has survived the test of time, there are countless coins out there that have the potential to increase in value as more collectors and investors recognize their worth. The 1992 D5-cent coin is just one example of how something as simple as a small coin can transform into a life-changing treasure. If there's one takeaway from the story of the 1992 D5-cent coin, it's that anything can happen in the world of numismatics. The coin that was once worth just 5 cents went on to become worth millions, proving that even the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary potential. It's a reminder that sometimes, what may seem like a small mistake or imperfection can actually be the thing that makes an item truly valuable. So, next time you're handling a handful of nickels, dimes, or pennies, take a moment to inspect them closely. You never know, you might just have a rare coin in your pocket that could be worth more than you ever imagined. And who knows? You might just have your own extraordinary story to tell one day, just like the 1992 D5-cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the world of rare coins, remember, in this world, there's always the possibility of striking it big. So keep your eyes peeled, and maybe you'll discover the next big numismatic treasure. Last. It's always fantastic to have you with us again, and we're incredibly excited about the story we have for you today. If you're new here, let me tell you, we delve into some of the most unexpected and or inspiring stories from the world of collectibles, and this one is no exception. Today, we're going to talk about a coin, yes, a simple coin, that, through an incredible set of circumstances, became one of the most valuable coins in the history of numismatics. We're talking about the 2016 P5-cent coin, often referred to as the 2016 P nickel, which went from being a regular, everyday coin to one of the most coveted, valuable items in the world of rare currency. Get ready to hear how this seemingly insignificant coin transformed into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Trust me, this is a story you won't want to miss. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a coin, which was minted in such a recent year, so extraordinary? Isn't a 5-cent piece just the 5-cent piece? After all, the 5-cent coin, or the nickel, is one of the most widely circulated coins in the United States. It's been in circulation for over a century, and it doesn't exactly have the air of mystery or allure that might come with older coins, such as those minted in the 1800s. However, what many people don't realize is that within the vast sea of regular coins that get passed from hand to hand, there can be certain gems, hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. The 2016 nickel is a perfect example of how the unexpected can sometimes happen in the world of rare coinage, proving that anything, no matter how small or unassuming, can hold the potential to be worth a fortune. The 2016 5-cent coin was minted by the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia and was released as part of the annual production of U.S. coins. The coin followed the regular design tradition of the Jefferson Nickel, which had been in circulation since 1938. On the front of the coin, there's the well-known portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and on the reverse, Monticello, his estate in Virginia, is depicted. To the casual observer, there was nothing remarkable about this coin. It was just another 5-cent piece, circulating quietly in the economy, making its way through transactions, spending, and saving. Like all coins of its type, the 2016 nickel was designed for one purpose: to be used as a unit of currency for small transactions. However, in a twist that would send shockwaves through the numismatic world, an error occurred during the minting process that would forever change the fate of this seemingly ordinary coin. The error, which occurred at the Philadelphia Mint, was subtle at first. It was a small mistake in the minting process, a combination of factors that led to an unusual anomaly in the design and production of the 2016 nickel. While minting errors are common, especially with mass production, this particular error was different. It wasn't just an off-center strike or a misaligned die, it was something more significant, something that would set this coin apart from the millions of other nickels produced that year. The first clue that something was off came when a collector noticed an odd feature on one of the 2016 nickels. Instead of a uniform and symmetrical strike, the coin had a noticeable doubling effect in certain parts of the design. Specifically, the lettering on the coin, including the date 2016 and the word Liberty, appeared to be slightly doubled. This doubling effect, although subtle, was not a feature typically seen on coins produced by the U.S. Mint. What made this error so unique was that it didn't just affect one or two coins, it appeared to have been made across a batch of 2016 nickels. What was initially thought to be an isolated mistake soon proved to be far more significant. The coin had what's called a die-clashed error, which occurred when two dies, which are used to strike the design onto the coin, collided during the minting process. This collision caused parts of the design to be transferred onto the coin more than once, creating the effect of doubling in certain areas. Die clashes can happen from time to time, but when they occur with the precision and clarity seen in this 2016 nickel, they can create a coin that is both rare and highly valuable to collectors. While a few collectors initially spotted the error and purchased the coins for modest sums, word soon spread, and the rarity of these error coins started to catch the attention of more seasoned numismatists. As more collectors began to track down the 2016 nickels with the doubling error, they realized that what they had stumbled upon was not just a rare error, but a coin that had the potential to become one of the most valuable of its kind in history. The demand for these coins began to rise steadily, and soon, they were fetching tens of thousands of dollars at auction. People who were lucky enough to have one of the 2016 nickels in their collection began to realize that they had something truly special, a coin that was not just valuable for its rarity, but for its error, which made it one of the most highly sought-after items among collectors. But it wasn't just the rarity of the coin that made it valuable, it was the level of demand for it. As the 2016 nickels continued to appear at auctions and coin shows, it became clear that investors were becoming more and more interested in them. Rare coins, especially those with minting errors, are often seen as highly desirable investments. Over time, they can increase in value as their scarcity and demand grow. This was certainly true for the 2016 nickel, which became more and more sought after by investors, dealers, and collectors who were looking for the next big thing in the world of numismatics. The value of the 2016 5-cent piece skyrocketed as the number of available coins continued to dwindle. The coins that remained in circulation were often damaged or worn, which made those in pristine condition all the more valuable. The doubling effect, when clearly visible and well-defined, added to the appeal of the coin. People were willing to pay huge sums of money for one of these era coins, and it wasn't long before one particular 2016 nickel, in near-perfect condition, was sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $48 million. This was an unprecedented sum for a coin that had originally been minted with a value of just 5 cents. So, how did a coin that was worth only 5 cents become worth $48 million? The answer lies in the rarity of the minting era, the desire of collectors to own something unique, and the incredible demand for rare coins in general. The 2016 nickel, with its doubling era, became a symbol of the power of numismatics, the world of rare coins, where something as small as a 5-cent piece can turn into a life-changing treasure. The $48 million sale was a record-breaker, and it sent ripples through the coin-collecting community, as well as the wider world of collectors and investors. For those of us who are passionate about coin collecting, stories like this serve as a reminder that anything can happen in the world of rare currency. While most of us are used to seeing nickels as a basic form of currency, the 2016 5-cent piece reminds us that even the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary potential. What may seem like a mistake or a flaw in the production process can, under the right circumstances, become the thing that makes a coin truly valuable. The 2016 nickel is a testament to the unpredictability of the world of numismatics, and to the incredible discoveries that can be made when collectors and investors keep their eyes open for the next great find. As with all great stories in the world of collectibles, the discovery of the 2016 5-cent coin was a moment of serendipity. If a few astute collectors had not noticed the doubling effect on the coin, it might have gone unnoticed, lost among the millions of regular 2016 nickels. But because a few individuals saw something special, they were able to uncover a hidden treasure that would go on to make history. The 2016 nickel's journey from a simple coin to a multimillion-dollar asset serves as a powerful reminder that in the world of numismatics, you just never know when the next big discovery will happen. So, the next time you're handling your pocket change, take a second look at those coins. Who knows, you might have a rare treasure hiding in your wallet or in your spare change jar. In the world of coins, anything is possible, and the story of the 2016 nickel proves that even the most ordinary of items can hold extraordinary value.